hate this tail. I just straight up hate this tail. A few weeks back when I posted the music video to the song Mermaids of the Great Lakes, I kind of teased a new silicone mermaid tail. This tail is one that I was going to unbox for our 1 million subscribers celebration. But I didn't post that video for a few reasons. One, because the wave noise in the background was so horrible that not even my microphone could cut it out and you could hardly hear me throughout the entire video. She is roaring. And two, I was so cold that it was just like me having a brain freeze the entire time. And then three, I was working at the school at that time. I was not getting sleep. I was stressed. I was miserable. I was unhealthy. And like just the environment was not good. And it was hard for me to think. So that video was just horrible. And I couldn't post it. But I will show you this fun clip. It worked! I used the sharp edges of my gold plate button to unbox this tail, which I thought was pretty funny. And surprisingly, it worked really well. This tail, the thing that makes it kind of special and why I wanted to open it as a 1 million subscribers celebration sort of thing is because it is a dragon tail. And if you have known me for any amount of time, you probably know that mermaids were never really my thing. If I could choose like any fairy tale creature, I would probably be a dragon. Now I have a dragon mermaid tail. It is from Braver. It's beautiful. I'm grateful to have it. I have created some pretty videos with it, but I hate this tail. I just straight up hate this tail. It's a pretty tail. I don't hate the tail itself. I hate the design, not the colors, not like the prettiness of it. It's not safe. It's not safe for me anyways. I know there's some people who seem to like be able to use it and it's fine for them, but I struggle with it. When I got it, it was a secondhand tail. I couldn't figure out how to get the flippers into this tail because you use 2 individual flippers instead of a monofin. And I was never told which flippers to use. And I asked, but like we got busy talking about other things and I never really got an answer as to what flippers to use. So I just kind of like bought a pair of flippers. They didn't fit, so I bought another pair of flippers. And I thought, okay, I'm just gonna put it in the tail. It'll be easy. I'll swim. We got to the location. I shoved 1 fin in there. It took me like 15-20 minutes and I was crying. It was so frustrating. I had to like damage the tail in order to get the fin in there. So I didn't put the second fin in. And I put the tail on and I went for a swim and the tail started to slide off and the wig started to slide off, which wig's unrelated, and it was horrible. So I was very sad. I could swim kind of with the 1 flipper, but like it wasn't great. So I tried again with the second flipper another day. And then I swam great in it. But the black flipper kept coming out of the corner of my white tail, which is like the area I would insert the fin. And it looked horrible. So we tried again. And again, the tail slipped off my body and the fin started to stick out of the corner. So I thought, okay, what can I do here? I started wearing white tights under the tail. That way if it slipped, you couldn't see it as well. And I ultimately glued the tail shut because I just left the fins in there. And that stopped the fins from popping out. And I realized the reason the tail was sliding off my body wasn't because it was fit improperly to my body. It's actually because of the design of the tail itself. When you wear the individual flippers inside of the tail, they aren't as wide as a monofin. And so sometimes they will travel up the tail base and then like the tail slides down your body and like your heels are sitting like in the scale base of the tail and it just kind of like, it's just chaotic. Like you have to think so hard when wearing that tail that's like difficult to wear it. And you have to crisscross your flippers when you're swimming. And sometimes that worked okay, but other times it was like there was so much drag to the tail and there wasn't enough like of a surface area for the fins that I didn't get much propulsion. And the tail folds over on itself a lot at the fluke and it's just pure chaos. I love a tail for its appearance and I think it's super unique, but it is one of the braver tails I will not recommend. It is very cool and if you want to get it, you can. Just know that it's not necessarily the safest tail in the world. And those little tendrils on the side, like they grab on everything, especially in shallow water, like they kind of stick to the silt. Stuck to the ground. So you can be like trying to take off and they like try to stick to the ground. So you have to like get extra momentum to even go anywhere. And then when you're swimming, they kind of like smack the surface of the water. So you have like drag from the surface of the water if you're in shallow water. And it's just like, it's chaotic. It looks really cool underwater when you can do like a turn and you have like the tendrils coming over your face. This clip would be cooler if the black edge wasn't sticking out of my tail. But this is the new tail I have. And again, it's a beautiful tail. I don't plan to sell this tail at the moment. I have ripped this tail in various areas because I got so frustrated with it that I'm just like, you know, I gotta get this off right now. Uh-oh. Well, I broke it. Or like I've been trying to get this thing on for a long time because I would wear tights under it, which makes it harder to put a tail on. But I wore it because otherwise it would slip down. I didn't really want my booty showing. I've since learned that I don't have to wear tights under the tail if I kind of flare out my heels so that like the fins don't slide up the base of the tail, the scale base. I don't know, it's just so complicated. There's so many layers to this tail. So if you get one, just know that you need to either have flippers that are wide enough so that they will not travel up the scale base of your tail, or you really will need to focus on manually preventing that from happening. The dragon tails are such a cool idea. I just think the design needs some extra help. Yeah, this is my new tail. This is my new character. The character does not have a name. It does have a really cool makeup look, and it does have a really low quality wig that I thought would be a lot better looking than it was. I have learned my lesson. No more ordering wigs on Amazon for me. But eventually we've gotten some good shots of this tail, and it was overall worthwhile. I do have a makeup tutorial coming out for this character soon if you want to see how the makeup is done. But I thought I'd introduce you guys to this character since I didn't get to formally do an unboxing video. And I know this whole entire video seems like me ranting about this tail, and it kind of is. Like, it's a pretty tail. It sparkles so nice. It has that beautiful fairy tale glow because of like the white and the gold. It's so pretty. It just needs, I don't know. It's just not the safest tail, and I have a problem with that. Now, I'm not saying this is anything bad against Braver. I think this tail just has some design flaws that need to be worked on, and it's definitely not a tail that is for inexperienced swimmers. Now maybe there's somebody out there who has worn this tail and they're like, you know what, you're crazy, you must just suck at swimming. Maybe they're right, maybe I'm just really bad. But I found it to be really difficult, and it makes me sad, but it's still a very pretty tail. And I will be showing you some videos of this tail in the future, more videos, so stay tuned for those. I will on occasion put it on and wear it. If you do really love this tail and you're thinking, man, like, I really want this tail, it would be so perfect for this character I'm working on, you can use it for dryland events. I haven't used mine for dryland events yet, but if you wanted to, you really could. It would be a perfect tail for dryland events because all those tendrils are really solid. Like, it's a very solid tail. It is one of the heavier of the Braver tails, and it can absolutely be used for a dryland, like, professional mermaid costume if you'd like to. Just be warned that swimming in it will be a little more challenging. Please let me know what you guys think of this new character.